Facebook. Ooh. Happy Independence Day. The groove line, baby. What up? I bet most of you are watching fireworks right now, and that's too bad. Enjoy your family, do your thing, and if you're not in America celebrating Independence Day, what up? All right, let me turn off the heat wave, the groove line, Epic Records, of course. So I'm chilling today. I just got back from the beach, and I rode my bike to the beach. I was with my kids this morning, and they're coming over a little bit later. Hey, Donna, what up, my lovely? Hey, did you hear the groove line? Do, do, do. So I thought I'd turn up today because I've been in a little bit of a state of creation mode. Can we say baking the cake, as I like to say? I've been laying low and honoring my body and doing my thing, and I feel great today. And I thought I gotta get on live and share the energy. Hey, Linda, how are you? So let me share this a couple places. And you share it too. Even if you're watching the playback, put playback in the comments. Tell me how your 4th is. Mostly tell me how you're doing after the eclipse and the new moon and the incredible frequencies that we've been receiving. Linda's doing good, good. It was quite the purge for myself, I gotta say. And on the other side of it, I got a whole new download today. I got the whole idea from free to entry level, to this, to that. I got the whole thing today. It's kick-ass. It's kick-ass. I wrote out everything. My team's gonna be like, yes, Val, yes. So I can't wait to share that with you. Hey, Rita, hey, Wendy, say hello. Let me share this all the places. And I can't wait to share this new idea with you. I'm not gonna talk about it today yet. But I always, after so much emotional release and darkness and these cosmic weather, and then like those ocular migraines where the kaleidoscope and the sacred geometry comes in, I know that within a matter of days, if not hours, there's something really good coming in for all of us, and that's exactly what's happening. So what about you guys? Did you get some epiphanies going on after everything that's been going on? I'm gonna share this in Valtopia. You might have seen that I did a 3-card spread on my page today and on Instagram, and I'm about to, after this, probably stream into Valtopia and share the answer or post it as a picture. I got to get a little time in before my kids come back to my cell. Let me share this to my page. What did you guys do today for the 4th of July? If you're in the States or celebrating. Otherwise, how was your Thursday? Or Friday, if it's Friday in your part of the world? If you're just watching and you've never seen me before and I pop up in your feed, we'll say hello. Tell me what you're doing, where you're from, what's going on. Let me share this to my page. All right, I shared it into all the places. All the places. I think that's good for now. Yay, hi Susan. Who's here? Say hello, give us some love. There you are, Susan. Happiest 4th of July from me, an American in Canada. Thank you. Hope you're doing great there. Sure sounds like it. And for me too. Yay. Yes, I'm doing well. Southern California. That earthquake, oh my gosh. My kids were here watching TV and they were sitting on the couch. And I was in the kitchen and I was on my phone. We had just gotten back from somewhere and I was standing with my legs sort of apart just in the middle of the kitchen, and I was looking down and I heard this unusual noise. It was like a creaking noise. Hi, Brandy, welcome. And I was standing there, and then I started like swaying, right? And I was like, we're swaying here. And then I looked up over there at my light, and it was just rocking back and forth, and my paintings were jostled. And I said, hey guys, hey kids, there's an earthquake going on. Do you see it happening? And they were like, huh? They were watching TV. They weren't even paying attention. So we're all good. Everything's cool. And hopefully there aren't any aftershocks. It was a big one, right? Okay, I'm starting a watch party. Come on now. Oops. Did you guys feel the earthquake? Anybody in my feed? Anybody here from LA or California? I know somebody told me they felt it in San Diego even. So I imagine people are busy enjoying their 4th of July if they're not, but I have a lot of people in my feed who are not in America. So it doesn't matter. It's 4th of July. I'm popping on. It's Valtopia Spear. We come on, we come off, we come in the flow, right? So I'm going to pull some cards for, whoa, look at that, for the collective. I'm not going to do individual tune-ins today. I do sometimes, but not today. Look at this, you guys. I keep getting the yoga card. Are you guys stretching and moving? So I found this new yoga place around the corner today. It's called Core Fusion or Core Body Yoga, Core something, Core Power. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to go check it out this week and see what's going on. Follow your intuition, my friends. Reflect on where you are, how you feel, what is and isn't working for you. And like I said, sometimes looking back is the best way to see how far you've come. Let's do that. It's a celebration day. Put in the comments, whether you're live or you're watching the replay right now, what you're celebrating, whatever it is. I am celebrating releasing imbalanced and codependent and misaligned relationships, even though they felt like I wanted them, or there were things I was afraid to let go of, like really afraid to let go of. My inner child was mad at me during this recent cosmic weather for all the releases I've made. And when you let things go, it's an ending, and then you get to start fresh. And so I feel the reboot of releasing what really wasn't aligned for me, and not just one situation, like all kinds of different things. And letting myself really grieve what my inner child or my inner baby was like, but I like that. And then I took it away, and I'm doing fine, right? Hey, Tracy. Hey, Patrice. So what about you guys? I want to hear, and I'm celebrating new clients, and I'm celebrating this new idea coming in that's going to come out. Donna's celebrating embracing physical detoxing. Yeah, honey. She's laughing. Yeah, I'm feeling I was fine. I was totally fine. And I rode my bike to the beach, and it was packed, and people were just all milling around. And I started getting all this air in my body as I left. And I had like this whole like purple flame out energy going on all around me and everything. But I think I'm going to get off quickly and take a hot salt bath before my kids come home, because I feel like I picked up all this weird energy from being down there at the beach. I was gonna go look at the sand and walk around, and I was just like, oh, the humanity. Too many people. So Tracy says, live, but about to leave to take kiddos to fireworks. Oh, how fun. You're celebrating freedom from old mindsets and beliefs. Yes, that's what I love to hear. Let it go. Let that shit go. Hey, Rebecca. Let it go. There's an awkward period in between when you make the decision and you're like, I'm doing this. And then you get this feeling like, am I really doing this? And how long is it going to take me before I freak out? And I'm really going to let this go. I'm really going to shift this. I'm going to do this thing. I'm not going to do this thing, whatever it is. And there's this period in between. And that's the making or breaking of you, isn't it? That period in between when you decide, and the thing that whatever you've decided is either gone or regenerated, or you're not doing that anymore, or the new habit is in place. Celebrate your strength to choose, and celebrate how powerful and how robust, we're made for growth and change, so we can handle it. The rebel, look at that, the Knight of Swords. You guys are my rebels, I'm a rebel. And the thing I like about rebellious energy is the willingness to hold strength to what you feel intuitively and allow that to disrupt what might be everybody kind of submitting to one dominant energy or rule or presence, right? Hey, Allie. What up, everybody? So the rebel energy allows us, a lot of leaders have rebel energy because you're willing to look at the status quo and say, nah, I don't think so. Just like we did in the independence, right? In the revolution. Who's here? Say hey. Hey, Nicole. Thank you. Yeah, I'm fine after the earthquake. It was actually kind of like being on a fun ride. It was like, whoa, what's going on here? I really didn't get scared at all. I told the kids, hey, maybe we should put our shoes on. And they'd put their flip-flops on. They're like, okay, our shoes are on. I was like, oh, geez. Yeah, Tracy says, feeling that. Yes. All right. Look at this. I gotta get my guide deck because I've forgotten some of these cards. This is the Prince of Swords. Hi, Cindy, how are you? Happy 4th. So we got a little bit of who's feeling fear of failure in the collective. Anybody want to raise their hand and say they've moved through that, or they've let that one go in the eclipse, or they'd like to let that one go, fear of failure? Who's letting fear of failure hold them back? Nicole's feeling the rebel energy. Yes, Valtopians are rebels, and in the most creative, divine way, right? And we are the Queen of Wands, the spiritual revolutionaries. Allowing our heart, soul, earth, cosmic frequency to burn away what isn't true anymore and allow a fresh presence of cosmic stream to come through us every fucking day. Yes, baby. Ooh, look, the 3 of Wands, which is the Trinity, which is what I was just talking about, earth, heart to cosmos, or mother, father, child, balance, right? Community is so important. What did I read? I was reading about the brain and neuroplasticity, and I was reading about how a brain shifts around other brains. So get around other brains that you feel connected to, that align to your soul standards, and then you're gonna have a different experience. Linda says, I've released lots. The main thing is not letting people push me around. Yes, it's time to do what I want and not worry about what everyone thinks. Yeah, because, you know, they're worrying about what they think. So you get to worry about what you need to do and let them know. You release yourself from trying to manipulate and control them, or them from you, and allow yourself to communicate clearly. That's awesome, Linda. I love that. That's so powerful. Look at this, the Prince of Discs, which is body healing. Have you been moving your body and getting fit and letting the frequencies come through you? And the Emperor, King energy. We are ruling with compassion. We are ruling with a sense of ownership of who we are, and sovereignty, right? Sovereignty in the terms of that we are leaders just by picking ourselves up every day and doing the very fucking best we can about our own experience, by breathing deeply and getting our nourishment and nourishing those around us with our loving, compassionate, strengthful presence, not a weary, defeated, fucked up, submissive, I don't know how presence, right? We fucking know how. And what we don't know how, we find out. Yes, give me 5. Are you loving this energy? Come on now. So I'm gonna get a question card here. Tracy says, no second thoughts on impulses, trusting. Good. Oh, you've been working on releasing fear of failure. Yeah. Well, all of these fears and all of these resistances are like layers that you peel yourself out of. And the more you move through that really thick first layer of it, the more you start recognizing your own patterns of behavior, your own bullshit stories, your own same damn loop that you like to play with. And it starts to become a joy. Like this eclipse, I felt all the things, but I knew what the signs were and I knew what it was. And I was able to say, oh, look, here it comes. Oh, here comes the migraine. Here comes the epiphany. Instead of being like, what the heck is going on here? You feel me on that? Are you guys getting to recognize your own cycles of expansion? And of course, I've always been fascinated with this because that's why my first coloring book was, there it is, was the expansive coloring journey, and it's all about every single cycle I went through as I was growing. So let's see what the question card says. Oh, I keep getting this. It's funny. Why am I admired? And how do I feel when I'm admired? So if anybody wants to tell me why I'm admired in the comments, and then I would love for you to write why you feel you're admired. They're asking us to celebrate ourselves, because when we recognize and celebrate and own our presence, what we're admired for, what we feel called to, our highest resonance, then we're actually being and allowing and letting it be a part of our experience, right? Instead of hiding from it or being shameful or thinking it's arrogant to recognize, oh, well, I actually like to do this and I'm pretty good at it, so I'd like to expand on that, and this is where I'm not, so I'm going to work on integrating that into where I really kick ass so that I'm a more integrated whole being and I'm going to kick ass, right? Allie says it keeps being accurate for me since I'm letting go of the need to stay invisible. Yeah, don't be invisible, Allie. You have so much coming through you, so much to express and share and light up. I'm so grateful everybody's opening up so beautifully. So, most of you guys are in Valtopia, so you'll be able to go in there tonight and see the 3-card spread. I know, Nicole, you mean this one, the question deck? This is creativequestions.com. My cousin Jessica got me these. She's an incredible real estate agent in Vegas, if you guys need to buy a property in Vegas. Hey Jennifer, how are you? Tracy says, I admire your honesty in claiming your story. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's not easy to tell my story, and I don't tell it all out everywhere. Sometimes I share more in my private group. And, you know, I feel like if we can just look at ourselves honestly and openly, mostly to ourselves, we release all that fear and anxiety and bullshit energy that's keeping us at a distance from just fucking getting on with the show and doing a great job, you know? So the more you can just kind of let yourself tell the truth to yourself and to others and let it be what it is, the more rapidly you just evolve and let things be and flow and expand, right? All right, claiming who you are and trusting, yes. So come into Valtopia and check out the 3-card spread. Money Loves Me is still up, and I just downloaded it today, and this weekend I'm gonna be editing it into this awesome little bits, and then I've already recorded some of the audio for the Money Loves Me. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I recorded something a couple weeks ago called Money Loves Me, and I'm channeling through. You know when you're needing to mind shift, you've done the work to find out why you're afraid of money or why you won't receive it that day, on a day, and you've shifted a belief around money, and now you need to sit and reprogram your belief with something. I'm creating the reprogramming beliefs, which obviously I clear and activate too with my voice and my presence. So you're gonna have this thing you can listen to for a few minutes a day to reboot and rewire and regenerate your mindset around money. Money loves me, right? I love money, money loves me, whatever. I'm editing it and doing some really cool stuff with it. So that's coming. So when you come into the Valtopia group, you get a link to go watch that. And you also get a link to a gift for my guided audio. I'll probably be updating that soon too. I did record a new one recently. And I would love for you, if you haven't joined the group, to answer the questions, honey. I'm just not letting anybody in that can't be bothered to answer a couple questions. Are you kidding me? We have a nice community in there, and I want you to join us and open up and share who you are. And we're badasses, we're Phoenix Rising, we're moms, we're dads, we're real people, and we're fucking real supernova people because we allow ourselves to feel the fear and the fear of failure and our smallness and get the fuck over it and do what we came to do and be. Right? Can I get a high five on that one? Yes, yes. Bye, Tracy. Happy 4th. Happy Independence Day. And I'd love for you to go check out, my team's been posting my blogs every week on valtopia.com. You can go and check out the Abundance Awakening on there if you're just getting started. And if you're ready to really dive in, if you've been watching me and you've been waiting and sitting on the fence and going, I love this lady, but I'm not quite sure. Fill out the application form. It'll go right to my email. I read it. I'll be able to engage with you and ask you some questions. One-to-ones begin at 1K for group chats, 2K for a certain level, and then 3K. And this is a 90-day experience of immersion with me daily. Daily. I will read your texts and circle them. I will be infusing you with energy. We will be looking at your stories and your loops and your celebrations and everything about you together, you and me, day to day in the messenger. And the shifts are huge, just within the first few days. And then it becomes about maintaining the new behaviors and new beliefs. And that's where the work is really awesome, and that's why it's a 90-day program. Shauna, how is my lovely? Nicole just asked to join. Why did you leave, Nicole? We'll see if I let you back in. No, I'm just kidding. It got a little quiet in there. I'm a human being. I'm a single mom to 2 little boys, and I'm on my own journey. But I've stayed committed. I've posted every day outside. It just got a little I was balancing a lot, but I'm loving the group and we're getting all fun in there. We're having good connections and I want to keep it real. I want you to post your stuff. We have Torque It Tuesday when you can share all your gifts and whatever you're selling. I really would like the group to stay focused on leadership and divine energy and cosmic channels and oracles and messengers and intuitives and creatives. I want it to be about creation, you know? So I'm really not looking for you to post other people's content or, you know, like I'm not wanting you to come in there and just stream a bunch of videos of people I don't know or I've never met. I want you, and I really don't want you just selling a product unless it's your product. I want you to come in there and be yourself and show me what kind of a badass, rich, hot, badass leader you are. What kind of change are you making in your own world? And then what is your vision to create, allow that change to ripple out far beyond you? Just by being that every day. Right here, right now, whether you've signed up to work with me or not. It's a group community movement. Right, Shauna? Right, everybody? Yay! So come on in there and you'll be able to check out what I'm offering. And I only have a couple of those one-to-one spots. And I really would like to fill them soon because I have all this great stuff coming through. And when you guys sign up, your transformations, I get to test things with my one-to-ones, as Shauna knows and Donna knows. Hi, Arissa, welcome. I'll be like, hey, I just got back from the beach and I just channeled through another 15-minute activation. Would you like to test it out? So the high-level clients get to try out everything and they get access to all my experiences that are coming through. And Shauna, you can tell any more if you want to, but I love working one-to-one, I love group, I love it all. And what I'm here to do is to reflect back to you where you're soaring and where you're not soaring and there's no judgment ever. I'm a mirror and I'm a presence to witness you, to be with you as you make decisions and set intentions, to reflect back to you your intentions, to ask you really deep questions that let you solve your own problems and come into a space through our work together of really knowing how to tune into your highest visionary person and release fears of that you don't know how to hear or know yourself, or that you're not quite sure, or that you have some sort of limitation, or, you know, no, we're gonna clear all of that and move far beyond that and amplify what's already inside of you. It's not like outside of you. It's just that when we have passageways blocked by conditioning or stories that have been holding us a certain way, it's very easy to be limited by those viewpoints, and we just blaze through those and clear that. And the energy is what attracts the energy. What you put out is what you get back. So you're working closely with me to guide you through that. And I love this work. It's fucking amazing. At any level, whether we're working from free to the $22 program all the way up to my $15,000 activation. And yes, I am offering $15,000 activations now. There's a whole group of supernovas that I'm calling in that are already at a state of leadership and impact, that need my medicine too, that are calling me in to activate them at a level of clarity and function and focus. And this is the full body yes activation. Can I get an amen? Full body yes. Many people who have come to a certain level of impact and reach and connection are knowing that there's more people they want to reach. There's a wider ripple wave of effectuation that is calling them. And there are hidden and trapped energies in your body, in your stories, in your mind, that even if you've done a shit ton of work and have already going big, we will get to it. We will find out what it is that's inside of you that maybe has been trapped away for years. Maybe it came in your DNA. And we will also awaken and activate your DNA to higher levels of access so that you will do and think and be inspired in ways you never have before. And what the result is an aligned, integrated, and activated version of you. Just more you, but all whole. Your tone and frequency of who you are comes through so much more clearly and powerfully. And you do the things that you maybe weren't even able to fathom before to clear the way for this new beautiful tone of you. Shauna says, yes, this work is rad, and I totally could not have gotten here on my own. Yeah, I love working with you, Shauna. It's just been an absolute delight. So does anybody have any questions or want me to do, let's pull a Sacred Rebel card while I'm waiting to see what you guys have to say. I got a new essential oil today and some clove essential oil today. I don't know about you, Shauna, maybe it's you, but I have been burping today. It hurts. That's one of the reasons I was gonna get off quickly. I have all this energy in here. Shauna, how you doing? Have you been burping too? We are clearing the masses from their family meetings. Whoa, there it is. Oh, I love it. Of course. Who wants to guess what the card is? So I did my own readings today and I got abundance in several decks and trust in several decks. And now we get spirals of manifestation. Spirals of manifestation. I love it. I'm going to read this to you and then we're going to let you enjoy your 4th of July and come into Valtopia for the 3-card spread. And if you want a reading, I'm free. I'm kid-free for the next few days. I will do a 20-minute virtual reading attunement energy thing for 222 for first-time clients to get to know you. You were sneezing. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I have been letting out this weird poppy air like crazy today. All right. The creative spirals of manifestation. Let me hold this up so you can look at it while I'm reading. The creative, rebellious path of love moves in spirals. It is not linear. Sometimes our mind decides that the way forward is to take clear steps from one point to the next logical point. However, there's a genius within that can guide us on an alternative route. Let yourself follow it. If there's an unnecessary pothole or delay in the typical linear path of progression and the curved loop in the path will be quicker, more fun, and more beautiful, then why not allow yourself to be guided to the path? Follow your desires, follow the path. This can happen through trust and wisdom, which are both my cards today, rather than rigid adherence to what on the surface appears to be a logical progression, right? There is no logical progression. There's the spiral of manifestation. You are in the midst of a spiral of manifestation. Something is coming into being, even if you think it's further away than ever before. How amazing it will seem when what you've been dreaming of falls into place. Suddenly, what you've been thinking of creating will plunk into your reality, seemingly out of nowhere, because it was just around the bend, just out of view on the spiral of manifestation, and you couldn't see it coming. Who's loving this? In truth, it was coming to you all along. It's yours. This oracle has a message for you. Sometimes when we feel the furthest away from what we want, we're actually closer than ever before, right? Just one turn on the spiral loop of creation can see your manifestation taking root in the world. You must hold true to your faith and keep working on your progress. Forget about believing it when you are seeing it. That's the lesson. You don't see it when I'll see it when I'll believe it when I see it. No, you got to believe it and let it come in. That doesn't work any other way. Any old soul or young soul can do that. You are a bigger, braver, and more ancient soul. You have enough chutzpah to believe it so you can see it sooner, bigger, and brighter. Do not give in to those who tell you it should have happened already or that you failed. They are just suffering from a lack of patience and understanding, as well as an arrogant assumption that their notion of timing is somehow superior to the greater divine timing at play in life. Be in goodwill with yourself and the universe. All is unfolding perfectly, whether you feel it right now or not. Yes, all of it is already here, Shauna. This oracle also brings a message to you about the perfect synchronicities that are taking place in your life. You may have started to notice these already. When we live from the heart, honor our creative center, and choose unlikely but lovingly rebellious ways, here's the rebel word again, to be in the world, we will begin to notice synchronicity every day. Hi, Erica, how are you? It's as though the universe is speaking to us intimately on all matters, which, of course, it is. We are being reflected back to us what we're thinking about, what we're speaking about, what we're choosing. I've seen it time and again. I've had experiences where something really big is happening in my life that I've got to pay attention, and it becomes a billboard around town. Not just once, several times. This oracle reminds you there's no point rushing to the bus stop. If you're way too early, you're just wasting time. Better to live your life at a more appropriate pace and get there at the right time. You're always in the right place at the right time. You don't need the anxiety that comes from rushing towards your destiny. You're in it right now. You can be everything that you are. Hey, Erica, I'm just doing cards for the collective. Happy 4th. You don't need anxiety that comes towards rushing towards your destiny. Try not to worry quite so much about the future. You will attract what you want and need so much more enjoyably if you relax and deal with the here and now. Remember too that your life path is unfolding in harmony with the paths of others. You will meet with each other for the greatest benefit when you trust in the flow of the one great creative spiral upon which this galaxy spins. Everything is ultimately in harmony with everything else to fulfill the great big creative intent of the supreme creative force of love. You're included in that, honey. So yes. Allie says, anyone else get an annoying feeling of suspicion like it's too good to be true when you see hundreds of synchronicities about the same one thing you've been asking for? No, don't do that. Don't doubt it. I mean, we are in this creative universe and you're seeing reflected back to you. And that's a reflex to feel like this can't be true. But if you're getting a whole bunch, you know, it is what it is all the time. And the more you begin to recognize your own signs, the beauty of the signs and recognizing the signs is when you're in the middle of that awkward stage where you've decided and you haven't yet matched resonance with your higher calling that you've decided. You start seeing all these synchronicities to remind you, hey, stay the course, don't fuck up, don't let it go. And not that you can fuck it up, but don't, give up, don't doubt yourself, don't start thinking about all the reasons why it's not working, don't start picking at stuff because you're, where's your gratitude? Where's your gratitude for everything that is working? Like, it's like coming up, not, I'm not there yet, it's just, well, I only got one person, or I only made this much. Fuck that. Like, every tiny little thing is a step up into it, and it's yes, right? Not that you don't have a bad day or cry or get angry or challenge your beliefs or have stupid beliefs that make you think it sucks. No, you address that stuff, you feel it, and then you keep coming up, rise up, right? Allie says it's so many every day and sometimes so on the nose that my brain doesn't want to trust it. Well, that's where the brainwashing comes in. And brainwashing goes both ways. You've already been brainwashed by your family, society, culture, what's in your DNA. So you get to change the brainwash to be something much more suitable to who you are. And I'm addressing that because, some family members might think you're in a cult when we talk about brainwashing, but they're brainwashing you with their shit. Everybody's brainwashing you all the time. The TV news is brainwashing. What you watch on Facebook is brainwashing. Who you hang around with is brainwashing. So you better brainwash something good, right? Choose what you're brainwashing that's aligned to what you want, right? Yeah, Allie, that's where the money loves me is going to come in, and the different things that you decide to listen to in your ear, and the thoughts that you decide to choose to repeat again as you're washing the dishes, or as you're cleaning your apartment, or as you're driving where you're going. Are you gonna let that fear mind take over and go down the what ifs and start beating yourself up and thinking about all the ways it's not working, and then let that create a whole fucking timeline that you then have to make your way out of? Or are you gonna go, nope, not today. I'm actually going to spend all this time that I'm driving or washing dishes or picking my nose to think about how fucking kick-ass this is going to be. And wow, when I get that, I'm going to need another staff person. Well, I wonder what they're going to do. And I'm going to need to build a new office. And I'm going to, you think about, or whatever, I'm going to need to sit quietly on my porch swing and write that novel. Or you think about the thing that's calling you and all the ways that it can come in and all the ways that it feels and all the ways that when it feels like that, well, then you're going to do this. You can like expand into so much if you allow yourself, or you can devolve into so much if you allow yourself. It's all a choice. Hi, Christy. Isn't this good? All right, I'm going to go have some fun by myself before my kids come back. Allie says, I asked for $8,500 a month. Never even made 1,000 before, and literally a day later, I saw a huge sign on the side of the road that said $8,500 a month. Well, girl, call it in. Believe it. Start writing about it. and start allowing yourself to understand that what's calling you, you're worthy of, and you may not know how, and you may not have to decide that, but you definitely get to work on all of your beliefs around why you think you can't, why you think you might screw it up, why you think if you do it, it might hurt you. You know, you get to work through all of that, and that's what's gonna shift. That's what's gonna allow you to do that, and that's a kick-ass sign, Allie. I'll be waiting for you to book in for your one-to-one. Come on, let's do it. Let's rock the world. All right, so happy Independence Day. I love you guys, and go check out the group Valtopia. The link is in the comments. I think I put it there, and if not, I'll put it after, to check out the 3-card spread, 1, 2, or 3, right? I know you do. I can't wait. It's so fun. All my clients, it's like, I love that our community is growing. I can't wait to do a group experience. When I wanted to do it like the first year, but I was rushing things, you know? We'll do it. We'll get it. We're getting that stadium, right? Woo! All right. Have a great night. Happy Independence Day. Celebrate your independence of knowing that you're free to think and believe and be who you are, and that there's so much beautiful love and strength that comes from doing that. Just as much as you can, one day at a time. I love you guys. Own your frequency. There's nobody like you. Happy 4th.